Move and be moved by these savings right now at Team Mazda. Choose a new 25 Mazda CX-50, Mazda CX-70, or Mazda CX-90 and get low 1.9% financing. Discover the Mazda experience and save right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
Good morning.
Good morning. I always like wherever, I don't even know where the shot's going to be. From Bobby, just kind of like some random shot in the studio, and then all of a sudden we show up. Hello! Welcome to your Memorial Day Monday. Thanks so much for joining us here at WAFB Plus 9 News Now. Curious, how was the weekend for you? It was a busy time for a lot of folks. I know you were working.
Yeah, it was busy, but it was good nonetheless. How was it for you guys?
Good,
Yeah.
Quiet.
I'll take
most
quiet.
of it cleaning. Yeah, every bit
really?
of it clean. Yeah.
Wait. The Memorial Day, it was a time to just get all the dust bunnies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, the last place I want to be is on the traffic, roads,
Oh, that's
backed
very
up.
true.
All I want to do is sit at home with my dog. That's all I want to do. So I steam cleaned all my furniture, and it was fabulous.
Oh my gosh.
It was very rewarding. Yes.
Okay, so
Sounds like a big accomplishment. That's for sure. I knew I need to get to that point
so boring, but it was great.
Yeah, it's worth it in the end.
Yes, it is.
Are you
Yes,
one of
it
those
is.
that's like the whole little ASMR thing, like the ability to stand, just that
Yes.
sensory
The
joy,
lines.
the lines?
I think part of that is ADD too, seeing
well, I
the
got that, yeah.
satisfactory, just the
It's like
cohesiveness
pressure
of it
washing
all.
kind of a thing?
Oh, I
Is
love
that
pressure
really?
wash. I love it.
Do you really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
like seeing when you mow. I like seeing the lines in
I'm
the
a fan of
grass.
that.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Painting?
Yeah.
that
Oh
kind?
yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Really?
Yes.
I can't stand painting.
Well, I haven't had to paint more than like a couple rooms at a time. The whole house, I think I'd get sick of it real fast.
My wife, our very first child, she knew I didn't like painting. First child, she's like, we got to paint the room.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't, and she's like, I can't do it
Pregnant?
with child. I'm like, son of a. So I paint the room.
Yeah.
And then she does it to me again. Second time around, I'm like, no. Now this is a pattern I am figuring out here. She's like, yeah, we got to paint the room. And I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, but you knew. Anyway, so yeah, I don't like the painting so much.
No.
Really. Pressure washing I can get behind.
Yeah.
I like that. I like.
Is it the smell or is it just the?
It's just all of it.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't. I mean, I know I'm accomplishing something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just did that wall, and look, there's another one over here.
Yeah.
And look, there's a third wall. That's a fourth wall.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It just feels like monotonous.
Yeah.
Pressure washing is the same kind of thing, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not just. 'Cause
But
I'm
you're
outside.
getting rid of like dirt, and it's more satisfying to see
For
that
me
than
it
cover
is,
that
anyway.
paint.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I get that.
I got to hit my grill with that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, everybody's be hitting the
What
grill.
are you
but
grilling?
No, I got to clean it up a little bit.
Oh, well, that too. That's important before you put new
Yeah,
meat
before you
on
put
it.
all the nasty,
Yeah.
What am I tasting stuff from like
Yeah.
4 years ago? No, that's not good.
Yeah. You want to get that off.
No, that's not good.
Yeah,
That's not good.
and we know a lot of people want to be doing their grilling
Yeah.
today. Hopefully they can get it done at least by the early afternoon because things are going to be changing before you know it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, down here, people like to grill no
Yeah.
matter what.
Just
As
give me
we've
a-
seen during
give me a cover.
tailgates, that's it.
I'm
Under a
fine.
patio or
Yeah.
a little tent, they will find a way to eat whatever they're putting on that grill.
Yeah.
Is there, look, hamburgers, burgers,
Of course.
all the dogs, but I mean, beyond that, is there something that you got to have on the grill? You got something that's on the grill that's like the favorite, that's not a standard fare?
You know, lately, portobello mushrooms
Oh, that's
with
cool.
stuff like cheese.
Cheese? Oh, yeah.
In a grill.
Yeah.
Man, with the little sear marks on it, too. I love me a good portobello mushroom. A
That's
stuffed
not bad.
mushroom.
Turn
Now,
those into the bread.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the corn on the grill.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent choice.
That's not bad
Matt
at all.
Williams.
Yeah. Do you ever do like the watermelon on the grill?
I haven't done that. I've seen people do it.
Pineapple on the
though.
grill?
I think you've done that
Pineapple,
before,
yeah,
right?
I've had pineapple
all
on
the
the
grill.
stuff. Yeah.
Is that
I mean,
what's-
it can be. I mean, it's just such a good way to create another
unique
layer
item.
of flavor on what's traditional, side dish. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything coming off a grill, I'm gonna eat.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
eat, so.
I saw someone on TikTok the other day post about how they made queso on the grill. They put in aluminum pan,
aluminum
9
pan,
by 13.
absolutely, yeah,
They melted different
Yes,
blocks of it.
all
They
the
had
different cheese.
grilled peppers
Yes.
in it. It
Put some
looked
rotel
so
down.
good. Yeah, they didn't put rotel. They
made
made
it
their
made
own
it scratch?
with tomatoes, onions. They did it themselves, and it looked
Fancy.
mighty fine. And they shredded their own cheese. They didn't have the
They milked their own
shredded-
goat?
Yeah, they did. No, they had their own blocked cheese, but they got it from a local farmer.
See, there, I knew it. There
I was
you
like,
go.
man, you know that had to be good.
Oh yeah.
I love some good queso,
Man,
but on
see,
the
now-
grill, I know.
I want some queso.
We're only a couple hours away. You'll have queso before you know it. Before you know it.
All right. Well, hopefully your queso is rain-free and plentiful hot. And actually, it is going to be hot. Today, it is looking like one of those 90, 91 degree days.
Yeah.
Chance of rain. The rain ticks up, what, beginning tomorrow for us?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later on. But for now, it's Memorial Day, and as I say, everyone's grilling.
Sure.
And we got to watch out for a few storms later on this afternoon. But for now, things are looking
where is this,
okay
Henry?
out there for the moment. This one, I'm not sure where this is. That's not the one I was going to show, but I'll show you Shreveport later on with the one that we have. But for now, looking at the Baton Rouge area, we're at 78 degrees at the capital city. We will be rising into the 80s in the next hour or so, and eventually going to reach up around 91 degrees. Now, if the rain does move in before then we may only stay in the upper 80s, but despite that, it's going to be on the hot side regardless. So rain chances, rain-free at least until the mid-afternoon across the Baton Rouge area. That's because we've got a line of storms in eastern Texas that's going to push into the viewing area later on today. And unfortunately, there is potential for severe weather. We've had warnings. Shreveport under severe thunderstorm warning right now. Level 2 out of 5 risk of severe storms for tonight, as we have a second round of storms pushed through the area. Speaking of Shreveport, here's the Shreveport camera right now. We're looking at that severe thunderstorm warning, not through all parts of town just yet, as that line pushes to the south and east, but eventually they could be dealing with some heavy rain. So here's your future cast. Here's how things are looking now, but watch what happens as we get closer to the 3 o'clock hour. Start to see some of that activity push into the Baton Rouge area. Now, we are seeing signs of weakening as this pushes southward, but we can't rule out a few strong storms. That quickly exits the region after 6 o'clock. So we're rain-free for at least the mid to late evening into the early overnight hours. Unfortunately, we got another round of storms that is expected to push through. This is where we could have the potential for scattered thunderstorms, in which some could be strong to severe for tonight into early Tuesday morning for our commute. So this is something that we're going to have to keep an eye out on, because this will not be our only round of rain for tomorrow. In fact, we could have another round of rain tomorrow afternoon and evening, and there will be the potential for some heavy rain. In fact, we do have a level 1 out of 5 risk of, level 1 out of 4 risk of flooding for our viewing area, for not just for today, but tonight, but as we go into at least Wednesday, Thursday, and possibly Friday, some of those stronger storms could produce some localized flooding. But for the moment, rain chances greatest for Tuesday through Thursday, and then start to settle down just a wee little bit as we go into the weekend.
(7:11) your time right now, and as you get going on a Monday, a Memorial Day Monday, we want to remind you there are a number of events and opportunities for you to get out there and pay your respects to those who served and those who died in service.
Let's show you some of those events that you can participate in today. You can see we've got a web story on our website where you can attend a concert tonight. There's also a ceremony happening at the Louisiana National Cemetery that begins at 11 o'clock this morning. Ascension Parish in Donaldsonville, they're going to have a commemoration ceremony as well. If you happen to find yourselves in the New Orleans part of the way, they're also having a Memorial Day ceremony there at the World War II Museum as well.
A great setting, great opportunity. Now look, Memorial Day closures. The These are just a few of the examples. East Baton Rouge City Parish offices, Sheriff's Office, West Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office, the administrative offices. That's just a couple. You know what? Assume that it's closed today for Memorial Day. Most that are closed today, getting back to their normal operations tomorrow.
Assume that our major thoroughfares will be backed up with traffic later on today as many of you make your way home. We're talking about Memorial Day travel. In fact, AAA expects 45 million people to be out on the roads and in the skies traveling home today. So if you see interstate traffic that happens to be locked up, it's probably the onset stream of people making their way back home to begin that 4-day work week tomorrow.
So that's going on right now, right? Let's give you a look ahead to something going on beginning first week of June, actually June 9th through the 20th. It's a hip-hop STEM camp. I mean, I'm already in on hip-hop STEM.
You could actually have a career in STEM, in music making. Yeah, the Southern University Ag Center actually hosting this. So it kicks off in June. If you want to be a dancing Lacumba yourself, you can sign up there. That link we have for you in this web story on the 9 News app. A great opportunity to think about how to get kids busy already before June kicks off.
So that's kind of school related. It absolutely is. This definitely is school related. An early start on the uniforms for kids drive. Before you put away the uniforms that your kids may have worn, if they are lightly used and you think maybe they could be donated, please, that's the website to know right there.
If you want to make a monetary donation, it's just $24 to that website, WAFB.com/uniforms. That's going to make sure every child has 2 uniforms to wear, one to wash and one to wear.
$24.
We've got a Crime Stoppers alert for you as well. Zachary police need your help identifying this individual and another one you're about to see right there. They say that these 2 individuals left a store, did not specify which store, without paying. If you happen to know who these alleged thieves are, they're asking you to call Crime Stoppers. That number, of course, is 344-STOP.
You know, keep that number handy. Maybe you know a little bit of something about this. The shooting in Baton Rouge. This is the McDonald's, South Sherwood Forest Boulevard, right around the interstate there. This is Saturday.
Yeah, apparently it started with a verbal argument that turned into a physical altercation. We're told the shooter shot at the other person, the victim. That person was taken to the hospital, but police don't know who the shooter is. If you happen to know who it is, they're asking you to call in anything you saw. You'd imagine it is a busy time of day. If it happened midday Saturday in a busy corridor,
spot.
Yeah, go ahead and call Crime Stoppers with any tips. We cannot reiterate enough that your tip could get you a cash reward.
Absolutely.
You know?
And they don't want to know who you are. They don't care who you are. They just care about the information you might have. So make the call, see if you can't help them out.
Anonymous. You will say anonymous as well.
All right, so enjoy the heat. It's going to be there for at least another day until the rain maybe closes off beginning tomorrow-ish.
Yeah, we'll deal with the heat as time comes, but we got to watch those storms because everyone's out.
Sweat it out.
You could be driving a Experience the thrill of a new Honda Accord right now from Team Honda. Named a Car and Driver's 10 Best Award winner for the 39th time. Get 2.99% financing for 60 months right now on your new Accord. At Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.